Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2.
Woo!
This is exciting. We're here.
Yeah.
How do we make it this far?
All right.
That's pretty amazing.
Episode 2.
I know. This episode is brought to you by LasFit Auto Lighting. Remember them if you're looking to upgrade those yellow lights you have on the interior or exterior of your car. You might as well make them bright and you can see better. Visibility for your headlights, your fog lights, tail lights, brake lights, interior dome lights, map lights, and then also floor mats. So go to LasFit Auto Lighting. In the description section, I've got a link you can go to and you'll get 10% off your order with code ToyotaJeff. So we've got big news, Christina. Well, sort of big news. We're sort of tweaking the name of the show.
Oh.
I mean, you do have a shirt on. We're going to be called from now on Holla with Jeff and Friends.
Holla!
That's right. This is something to be celebrated. And so it's something that I kind of do because I'm dorky and quirky. And I just thought it would be really fun to celebrate with everybody. And we know that this show is about fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's all it is.
Right. And you started your day thinking you were going to wear a Holla shirt, right?
No. I did not. That was eventful. Very eventful.
Really? What happened?
So I'm getting cute in the morning, right? Because I knew we were going to film today.
Right. Seems reasonable.
Yeah, right? Had a cute shirt on. Like, I literally have not worn this shirt yet. That's kind of the downfall of it. Like, I haven't worn it yet.
Yeah.
Put it on. So I go to adjust my straps. I'm in the Starbucks drive-thru line. Go to adjust my straps, and it breaks.
Oh.
Yeah, so not fun.
Wardrobe malfunction in the house.
Basically.
In the car.
And then I had nothing else in my car except a work shirt. You know.
Yeah, so today we're going with Holla,
Yep.
which is a perfect celebration for what the show's all about. So we're going to go from there. What'd you think of the first episode? Did you enjoy doing a podcast?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's really, for me, it's just like sitting in your office and talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. It's very comfortable. I guess it's sort of a laid-back environment. For me, it's not as comfortable because I'm used to being around the lot and doing my thing and being kind of wild and crazy out there. So for me, I got feedback. Some people said, Jeff, you're too stiff. You're too rigid. You don't look as comfortable as Christina. So that's something I've got to work on. So we're going to get loose.
Apparently something I need to work on is I need to quit playing with my hair. Per my mom. Thanks, Mom.
What'd your mom say?
She said I play with my hair a lot.
You play with your hair a lot?
Yeah.
You're distracting me.
I don't notice it. You don't notice little things like that about yourself until someone points them out, and then it's all that you notice.
Yeah, now you're hyper-focused on it.
Yeah. Like right now, I kind of want to like mess with my hair. Yeah. But I'm like,
You can't do it. We're going to get a hair messing with jar or something like that.
Ooh.
You have to put $10,000 in every time you...
Every time?
I'm just saying, we got to come up with a baseline. That was the number I thought of.
That was the initial number you thought of.
I liked it. I wanted to tell you we got some really cool feedback from people, and I'm going to read it on my handy-dandy computer here.
Okay.
Hassan said, you guys did great. Amazing chemistry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like that.
SVTANG03 said, good Lord. You won't like this. Christina is so beautiful. I could watch her for hours while Jeff rambles on about nothing. I know. It's like, is it a backward compliment to me or just saying I could talk about anything and they would still watch or like, no, she's on. It was so smooth and easy to watch. Looking forward to the next episode. I think you know this person. Kiss Kiss said, OMG, 3 exclamation points. So he must mean it. You guys, I have OCD and ADHD, so I feel like one of the crew now. They're talking about our...
Yeah. Our crippling disorders.
Our psychological quirks, but crippling disorders too.
Yeah.
I so enjoyed the episode. Loved the format. Thank you for finally breaking the ice in terms of the podcast. Yeah, we waited a while because we wanted to make sure we got it right. And
yeah.
I didn't want to start anything.
There were a lot of things that we had to do.
Well, I didn't want to start it and then realize I didn't even know how to do a podcast or a video cast. So, I mean...
I don't think anybody really knows. I think you're just going to have to like wing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to full send it.
Yeah. Send it.
Yeah.
Eric says, this is a long one, but it's kind of cool. And it gave us ideas for today's show. Hi, Christina and Jeff. They said you first. I don't like that.
Why?
It's not with Christina and friends. It's with Jeff and friends. I don't care about that. Enjoyed this content. It was fun. Have to say, Christina looked to be more in her element than Jeff. You think? I just talked about that. Do you guys script the topics to be discussed beforehand, or do you let the discussion dictate what the next topic is and let it flow from there? Could you get into some crazy customer stories at the dealership? Also, since you are both sports fans, maybe a little chatter or whatever about the game you watched over the weekend, hobbies and other interests, like what other YouTube channels you watch and stuff. I really look forward to the next one.
Okay.
I know.
Some
I like
good
that.
Suggestions.
I like that.
Little
now,
get to know us.
They weren't all positive here. I'll give you 3 of them. Somebody just wrote, "Stop, Jeff." And that's all they wrote.
Right.
So maybe they just meant
So should we just stop?
Yeah.
This is the podcast.
And this has been the show.
We'll see ya.
Yeah. Another one, you'll hate this one. MD said, "No explanation. I can't stand Christina."
Somebody said that.
They said exactly that. But they put a period.
Wait, what?
I should have told you more. They said, "I can't stand Christina," with a period. Not like an exclamation point.
Well, you know what? You know what I have to say to that? That's fine. Because I love everybody, and I have nothing but peace and love in my heart.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's not as bad as this one. "I have to watch this one in 15-minute intervals. That's all I can stomach of his ad-libs."
Jeez.
I'm good.
People are harsh.
I'm good.
I mean, they could be a lot harsher, though.
They could. I used to have a really thin skin. Like, I get a lot of comments, probably at least 200 to 300 every day.
Oh, wow.
From people. I know, it's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
It's a lot. Well, it's 1 million views on my channel per month, so I figure...
Do you keep up with all of them?
I try my best, but it's really tough. I mean, can you imagine having to dedicate to look at and
Plus
watch?
everything else you have going on.
But no, actually, I used to have a really thin skin. Now I just say, with this, that's all I can stomach. I'm like, sorry,
Right.
my personality is not for everybody.
Exactly.
I'm like, my wife would agree with you. That's all she can handle at one time, too. I get that. But, no, I used to have a really thin skin. One guy told me, I used to have a gap in my teeth right here, and I did this really cool video, right? It's probably 30 to 40 minutes long, and he wrote, "Dude, it looks like you got a raisin between your teeth." And I was like, "You bleep, bleep, bleep." I told my buddies about it. I'm like, "I'm going to rate this back." They're like, "Jeff, don't punch down."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
You got to realize you're not everybody's cup of tea.
So then
you know what? Some people may be going through things, and they're just trying to take it out on, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
Like, people may be going through things and they try to exuberate that onto other people to make themselves feel a little better.
No, I get that.
I'm very understanding about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not for bullies, but I kind of have an understanding of, like, typically the reason why they do it is because, they got stuff going on.
Oh, well, that's good that you see both sides of it.
I do.
Yeah, for me, I wrote back, "That's one of my biggest insecurities in life, and I never had braces as a kid, and
Right.
blah, 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 blah. You should be nicer and this and that." And some dude followed up and responded to my comment, said, "Dude, you're right. It is a raisin." So I kind of laughed, and I was like, "I'm calling my dentist." So the next day I called him, and I got clear correct. So for a year and a half recently, I just had
How do you like
braces.
me now?
Yeah, so...
No more raisin.
That was the most expensive comment that I've ever read. It's like a $2,500 comment,
Jeez.
Well, now I'm happy with my teeth. But anyway, we work on things, and thank you for commenting. I really appreciate you blasting me like that, because now I'm happy with one thing I was insecure about.
We love comments. Majority of them are nice.
I know. No, it is. Now... Holla with Jeff and friends. That's a celebration. It's something to be excited about, and I use it in my videos, and so we just want to kind of have fun with this one. We're going to kind of roll with it. But that person did say we should talk about crazy customer stories.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You've worked at the public before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've worked with them for 15 years in the car business now, and I had one lady. It was the nicest husband and wife, and I get this because the negotiating part of a car deal, nobody really likes to do that. Some weirdos do like to. Like, there's a 5%er who like, "I love this. I'm ready to dig in, and we're gonna negotiate for hours." And that's not me. I just like to make it easy for people. Well, this husband and wife, she was probably 40 or so, and he was the same. And we got along great. And we sat down and we're going to talk about budgeting it and make sure it fits on. And, you know, I like to work with people and make it nice teamwork environment. And it's going to be celebrated, right? And so she said, I just want you to know. She goes, I hate you right now. I was like, what? I said, I'm sorry, you hate me right now? And she said, yeah. She goes, I hate this part of it. I hate negotiating. This is horrible. I hate you right now. And I was like, and he goes, honey, he's just trying to, she goes, oh, don't even talk to me. She looks at her husband. She goes, I hate you even more right now. She goes, I just can't stand this. I hate it. And I get it. But I was like, she was flipping out. And I was like, do. So how about that weather? I wanted to say, like, how about those sports teams?
Right.
And
try to change the subject.
And I said, usually what I say to women, the exact wrong thing. I said, I completely understand. I said, if it really makes you uncomfortable or whatever, if you want to go sit over there, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be right here through the whole thing. And I said, I completely understand. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I know. She like went exorcist on me. And so what I said is, if you can bear with me for 15 minutes, I turn over like an invisible timer and I try to set a timeline of 15 minutes. If we can't get it worked out, and then I just know it'll either work out or not work out, but we don't need to take an hour to do it. And I said, I promise we'll celebrate this afterward. And so it went by and it actually worked out. And
nice.
I said, so was that fun? She goes, that was not fun. Nothing about it was fun at all. She goes, but I'm glad it's over. And I said, well, at least was it easier than you thought? She goes, oh my God, yes.
Wow, that's
good.
I
think that was a victory. And a lot of people are nervous about negotiating and stuff like that. But I mean, she took it to, I believe we call it next level.
Yeah.
We went next level with that one there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I had another customer. This isn't a crazy customer story, but Gura Kang, I think you won't mind me saying that. He's a great follower of my channel, really supportive. But I found out on a Monday, I don't work with my position at the dealership. I don't work on Saturdays and Sundays normally. Unless a customer wants to come in, then of course I'm 20 minutes away. I'll gladly come in.
Yeah.
If they're coming from out of town to work with me or they want to meet me because of my channel, that's totally fine. I would love to do that, right?
Yeah.
So I came in on Monday and somebody said, oh yeah, a customer said they were from out of town and they were just wanting to say hi. They stopped in to say hi and they have a truck and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, that's neat. That's cool. They said, yeah, they'll come back Monday. So I was waiting for them to come back Monday. And I got a comment from Gura Kang said, hey, man, I was out there. He says, I came all the way from California. I used to live in North Carolina, but I went out to see the lighthouses and the beach and everything. And I stopped.
California?
California knows how to party. Yeah, so he came all the way from California and stopped out of his way to meet me and say hi and hang out. And
he drove?
Yeah.
From California to North Carolina?
Yeah. He wanted to show me his truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an impressive drive.
Right. I'm going to give a little constructive criticism. I appreciate so much that you came to see me. If you're coming that far and you want to include me as part of your vacation, please, I'm begging you. You can call me. You have my number. You can text me. Let me know. I'll allocate time. I will come in. I'm only 20 minutes away. It's just a Saturday and Sunday. I would love to have hung out with you.
Yeah.
So please do that next time.
That's
not crazy customer story, but it's like.
That's pretty cool.
It's really neat that somebody would want to do that. That happened,
for sure.
What was it, about 2 months ago? Somebody came in and I was out at lunch, and I'm sure if you're listening, you'll know this story. It's just interesting. One of my buddies said, hey, Jeff, somebody was here this morning, but you weren't there. They said they'd go out to lunch and they'd come back, but they're from out of town. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And so they came back, and he's like, hey, Jeff, how's it going? I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. And he goes, yeah, I just figured it was a nice day to meet ToyotaJeff. I'm like, oh, where are you from? Maryland.
Oh, yeah, Maryland guy.
Yeah, I'm like, how far did you travel? And he goes, 5 hours. And I was like, what?
Right.
Like, who would want to travel that far to see me? I'd really appreciate it. I'm so glad you were there. We hung out for like 15, 20 minutes or whatever. And it was really cool to meet you. It's just, I'm still of that mindset. Like, why would anybody travel why would anybody want to talk to me? Like, even my friends, I'm like, I'll cut this short.
You're just a very humble king.
I don't know. I'm no king. But you know what I mean? It's just kind of.
It's slang.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I wish I was 25. I would know what a humble king means. Dang it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's not a crazy customer, but it's just like, wow,
Yeah.
mind blown. And I'm just so overwhelmed that
Yeah.
anybody wants to hang out with me. It's really cool.
Did I tell
but I
you
was
about
like,
the guys that were in there the other day?
What happened?
I didn't tell you.
What happened? What happened?
Was it Friday?
Dippity dog, what happened?
When was it? It was a day where you left. And it was probably about, I don't know what time it was. But you were already gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricardo, I came in from lunch, and I'm, like, tired, like, just feeling, like, bloated, like, I'm full. I'm just like, ugh, I want to go back to my office and just work.
Right.
So Ricardo's, like, standing, like...
One of the salespeople, Ricardo.
Yeah, he's a salesperson here. Is standing, like, kind of outside of my office. And he's like, Christina, come here. I'm like, no, dude. Like, I want to go in my office and work. I was like, you want to talk to me? You come in here. So he comes in there, and he's like, these people that I'm with right now, there's 3 guys. They're like, they watch your videos. And they showed me the RAV4 that they want based off of your video. And I was like, well, now I feel like a jerk. Like, right? I'm just like, no. Like, I just want to go back to work. And you don't think about stuff like that, you know? Because normally the stuff I get is for you. It's like, hey, I want to work with Jeff. I'm like, okay. Well, we can make that happen, you know? But I was just like, oh, I felt so rude.
Wow.
But yeah, they came in based off of one of my RAV4 videos.
That is
ended up
really
putting
cool.
a deposit down on one.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Right?
Look at you.
I don't think I have any crazy customer stories. Just people wanting, like, massive discounts on stuff and, you know.
Hey, everyone wants to get a good deal. I get that part.
$10,000 off a car.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all that often.
I can't even get that, and I work here.
I know. I know. I had somebody who was, my wife, Holly, and I were at Home Depot. We're looking for stuff to replace a shower head, right? Mm-hmm. And we're all wearing we're wearing the masks. It was a few months ago. Yeah. And so this gentleman, we asked if he could help, and he's helping. And then I go off to another part, and he's helping Holly, and they're down like by the first shelf, and we're picking stuff out. And after we're done talking, I'm like, thank you so much for your help. He goes, do you work for like a car dealer or something like that? I was like, uh-oh, here it comes. Sometimes I just know when it's coming.
Yeah.
And but we all had the masks on, right? Yeah. And we only talked for like 5 minutes or so, and Holly says, you probably know him from YouTube. He goes, that's it. He goes, you're Jeff. He goes, I know who you are. Aww. And I was like, really? He goes, I can't believe. He says, can you believe I recognize you just from your voice?
Oh yeah, you have a very distinguishable voice.
I hate my voice. I sound young, and I don't sound like manly like.
Oh my gosh.
No, but anyway,
yeah, you do.
What are you gonna do? Get a voice back? Change your voice like.
Right.
You can do one of those.
I feel like I have a deep voice for a woman. You know.
I'm not sure if you do.
More of like an aggressive voice.
You're very aggressive.
Yeah. Can't help it. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We should do a whole show with you talking like that. People will be like, I'm rejecting this episode on the grounds that it's just wrong.
Nobody ever watches again.
Yeah, I know. We got some other cool feedback. And actually, let me tell you a story real quick. We were, my daughter Abby, my wife Holly, and me, we were in Chick-fil-A last night, drive-through, and a girl, she's helping us take our order. And it didn't go, luckily, where I thought it could go. And she said, I think she also worked over at Starbucks and stuff. She goes, I see you a lot. She goes, you look so familiar. And I was like, no, it can't be. Because she's like a young, probably like 20-something girl. And I would think she didn't look like somebody who would be like a car aficionado or junkie. Or why would anybody that age watch my videos? Yeah. So I wasn't thinking that at all. And she's like, no, you just look like somebody who comes in over and over, like a regular customer that I'd see. You're so familiar. And I was like, no, I don't really go to that Starbucks all that much. And when I do, it's the drive-through. And my wife kind of says, you probably know him from YouTube. And I just said, she goes, okay, well, I just, and that was it. But I was like, I don't think that's what it was. And I don't like to bring that up if it doesn't look like it's going to be what it's from. I'm sure she didn't see me from there, but it was just kind of funny because those kind of things do happen.
You never know.
You got some really good feedback from people that I know. They really loved your creepy guy stories.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're like, boy, I'm glad I'm not.
I got plenty of those.
I know. Like one girl said, she goes, boy, I'm glad I'm married and
Right.
not out in that world right now. But
you'd be surprised.
yeah, I know. Well, that's the
Whether
whole thing
you're married
about
or not.
creepy guys and dating and stuff like that. Yeah.
Ugh.
You ever? What do you? I was thinking about this the other day. First dates. Do you like first dates or?
I'm
are
a
you-
social butterfly, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just hate the dating world.
Really?
You know?
I would think everything would go fine for you. You have like weird stuff happen, or I do. I mean, I have in the past.
like,
I don't anymore. Promise I don't.
I don't know. Like, so there was this one date I went on, right? Where we went downtown Raleigh to like grab some food, grab some drinks, whatever, right?
Sounds fun. Sounds like a
Yeah,
good first
sounds
date.
like a good first date. Solid first date. We're in like,
Solid.
yeah, social setting, able to talk, whatever, get to know one another. So we go out. I think this is more just awkward than anything, than
All
like
right.
actually bad, if
Okay.
that makes sense. So we go out. We're kind of just doing like the small talk at first, and then it leads into like more deeper conversation because we're starting to find things that we have in common.
Yeah.
Like he's very in tune, like very interested and attentive to like what I'm saying. Like it was really good. And so we started talking about like, we started asking like the cute, playful questions like, oh, what's your favorite color? Then he piqued interest in like my kids. He was like, so what are their names? Because I brought them up. So he started talking about that. And I see like the attentiveness started kind of not going down, but it wasn't as much as it was from the start. He kept like looking at his phone like after I would say something, and I was like, what's going on? So I think he could kind of tell that I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. He was taking down notes of all the important things. He was like,
What?
I'm taking down notes in my phone of everything that I see you light up about. And I was like, what? So he wrote down like the kids' names and like my favorite color and like just little things like music. Like we talked about music. I love music. He wrote like all that in his notes. And at first I was kind of like, a little weird. But then I thought about it more and I'm like, that's actually kind of cute. Like what guy's going to do that? You know what I mean?
Can I have, it's really great. And you smile about that and you look really happy.
That was cute.
Can I tell you the flip side of that?
But he was the nice guy that I dated.
Oh, that sounds very nice. And he probably was. I worked with a guy, we'll call him M, because his name started with an M. But anyway, M was such a player.
Oh, gosh.
He was such a player. He would always have a different girl. And then you'd find out
Sounds
as you
like
got
my
to know him.
type.
Yeah. He would date multiple women at the same time.
Ooh.
But
Okay,
this one blew my mind, right? Like, I did a little one earlier.
Yeah.
Mike, different Mike than any of you guys know.
Yeah.
He kept notes. He wrote down on 3x5 index cards, not his smartphone, but he wrote down notes. Sarah is a school teacher. She likes sushi. Karen is in finance. She's 25. She has 2 kids and a dog. Julia, he showed me these cards and they were notes that he wrote, not because he thought they were things that light up, but so he could keep his women straight. And so he wouldn't say,
Sounds like a Ted Bundy.
so he wasn't like, hey Julia, how were your kids today in class? What are you talking about?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
kids. You know, you're like a teacher.
That's so sad.
I'm not a teacher. I'm in finance. Oh, but that's what he did. I wonder if he studied them like before he went out with each girl. Like, oh gosh, this is the school teacher. She loves fast food. She doesn't like sit down restaurants. Maybe your nice guy is actually M.
No. He was just a nice guy.
Isn't that weird that you said that? I'm like,
That's crazy, though.
yeah. So not everybody writes down things. That is kind of cheesy.
Maybe I
and
should
awkward.
just become a player.
You're a player.
And I'll do that.
That's a great
I'll
idea.
bring all my postcards into work. Jeff, these are all the people I met over the weekend.
We're going to sort them in alphabetical order by occupation and then cross-reference them by foods they like.
Right.
That is a great idea. All right, cool. We're going to take a quick intermission, talk about our sponsor, and then we're going to come back and I'll tell a couple of my stories.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, go to LasFit Auto Lighting for your interior lights, your exterior lights of your car, LED lights. That's what we all want these days. They have great prices. And also, they have all-weather floor mats. That's a new line for them, and I think you'll really like them. So please go to the description section right in the video below, and then type in ToyotaJeff as your code, 10% off your order. Hi.
LasFit Auto.
LasFit Auto. Da, da, da. We need a jingle of that one.
Yeah.
So, right. I'm going to tell you about a couple, they're college stories.
Oh,
so,
I never went to college.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
College isn't for everyone.
I was just about to say that.
No. Not everybody's a good fit for college. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. As long as you don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
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 You could have done homeschooled yourself through college. You did it for high school?
True.
Yeah.
I feel like college is a different ballgame, though.
It's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah.
I was very awkward around girls, very shy, very withdrawn, not really knowing what to talk about. I didn't know how to approach them, and I was terrified of rejection and things like that, right? So normally I would meet people through friends.
Yeah.
That's probably a good way to at least introduce yourself and see if you have a connection.
True.
Yeah, so in the neighboring dorm, we called it Valley 3, but in Valley 2, which is up the hill, you could still see them, they had, actually it was Valley 1, which is down the other side. My friends had another friend, and she was real cute and nice, and we met through parties and stuff like that. And she was just a good, nice girl next door. That seems to be the kind of girl I am attracted to.
Yeah.
So in college, I was like, wow, she's really cute, you know? So my friends set up that we would go out on this date, and we went to this I would recommend, by the way, don't doing this. We went to this Italian restaurant that I'd never been to before, and I forget exactly why, but it was just kind of like a crappy restaurant. It was really hot in there because it was the second level of a different store, and the service was slow, and the food wasn't that great, and it was not the right environment to meet somebody on a closer level one-on-one to get to know them. It was just very sterile, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
So I was like, don't ever do that. Only pick a restaurant that you've been to before so you know what you're working with and you're not, I guess, uncomfortable. But anyway,
yeah, we had
a really nice time, and I thought, wow, I like this girl, you know? I really like her, and she was sweet and kind. And so we are in my car, and I'm dropping her off at the dorm, and I was like, this was really fun. She goes, yeah, I had a great time. I'm like, would you like to go out again? And I was like, oh my God, that's like hard for me to say that, you know, like, because they could say no.
Yeah.
She said no. Right flat out. She said, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, okay. And I didn't question it, you know, like.
Well, you know what? I guess that's better than beating around the bush.
Yeah.
You know, leading someone on.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. So I went back and I
Props to
blah,
her.
blah, 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 blah. And I told my friend, I said, yeah, we're not going to go out again. She goes, oh, that's really weird. You know, it's pretty strange. I thought you guys had hit it off or whatever. I was like, we did. And I was like, well, whatever. I guess I'm not somebody's type, but boy, I'll talk about a big hit for self-confidence. Like,
was that the first time you've like really been rejected? Like one-on-one rejected?
Right flat out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than like beating around the bush, but like flat out.
I've been rejected.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to ask about that, but get this. I gotta know. You're like, no, don't ask me. I found out later, this girl, I hadn't seen her for a while, and my friend said, you'll never believe this. And she's a female friend. My friend said, yeah, she disappeared. She had to drop out of school. Apparently, she had a family member who was stalking her. And this isn't the first time she's had to leave and go somewhere else. And she just dropped out of school. She left, and that's the story that I heard.
You think that may have been the reason why?
I totally do.
Yeah?
I do now.
Yeah.
But that's creepy, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, you don't even hear about stuff like that.
Ew.
Yeah. So I was like, I still liked her, but it was like, that's unbelievable. Like, how does that happen? I mean, I know it happens. Things happen in everybody's world. You know, we've all got, believe me, you've got this white picket fence and this beautiful house and stuff. Trust me, we've all got skeletons. We've all got stories and stuff like that. Well, she had a lot going on. And maybe my friend was just saying, hey, you know, a herd of wild elephants took her away to Zamunda. And that's why she said no. You know what I mean? It could have been any excuse. She was out of the country. She was washing her hair. That's why. So don't worry. She had to wash her hair. Maybe she was just being nice and just making up that unbelievable story to make me feel better. But I'm going to go with that. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to come up with a lie like that? You know?
I know. That was pretty. I mean, that's
extensive.
You got to know your. Well, she didn't tell it, but I guess
exactly.
Yeah, another girl we met at a party or whatever like that, and I thought we really hit it off, and we were talking most of the night and stuff like that during the party, and so I called her the next day and I said, hey, would you like to go out sometime? And I was like, oh my God, here it goes again. She goes, maybe. I was like, oh, is that worse than no?
Right? You know, like, what does that mean?
All my insecurities are coming right back. Like, Jeff. Like, there's no ToyotaJeff. There's just like
it's just Jeff.
This very insecure Jeff, you know, around girls and stuff like that. Unless they're my friends, then I'm pretty confident as far as being friendly and nice and fun to be around. But I was like, well, okay, well, what about maybe we could play. I played a lot of tennis in college. So I was like, you want to play tennis? I knew she played tennis. She goes, no, I'm busy during the day, and I don't like to do athletic things after 6 p.m. I was like, okay. I was like,
okay, girl.
How about we maybe get some dinner or something like that after school's over? And she goes, I don't like to eat after 6 either. I was like, well, okay. I said, well, I guess we'll talk again sometime.
What? That's so strange.
I know. Why do I run into weirdos? But I guess that was her way of saying, I hate you, Jeff.
You attract weirdos. I attract
I attract girls that don't like me. I think that's what it was. I think she was just like, no, I gave up eating for Lent. No, forever.
Wait, how would you attract girls that don't like you?
I don't know.
If they don't like you.
I don't know. Maybe I like girls that don't like me.
Oh, yeah. So you're attracted to girls that don't like you.
Maybe.
I could see that.
I don't know. I don't think that's what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I really have any, like, weird first date stories. I have, like, some crazy ones.
Are they ones you can tell or no? We don't want to go into that deep, dark place that you can't come out from. You got a rep to protect.
Let me think for a minute.
So are you saying crazy and they were terrifying, or crazy and that they were unexpected, or just like, you won't even believe this?
All the above.
See that? You attract toxicity.
Yeah.
You like toxic.
I mean, I've went on dates where I'm like, ugh. Like, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Never saw them again.
Yeah.
I once went on a date where I had...
You're stroking your knee.
I know. A friend call me. ASMR.
Yeah.
I had one of my friends call me to get me out of the date.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know people really did that. I thought that was like movies.
Yeah.
So what'd you do? Do you text them and say, hey, call me? Or do you say, hey, call me at 11 to see if it's going well or something?
No. I texted her and I was like, this is bad. Call me. Act like something happened.
Your dog fell down a well.
Yeah. It worked. It sure did.
It's like, okay, well, how about tomorrow?
Now if I have a first date, I can use my kids as an excuse. I know that sounds bad. But I can, you know.
Not as an excuse, but, well, your kids always need you. So, I mean, It's not like, even if they're with somebody who's watching them, it's still like, I'm sure they wish they were with you. So,
yeah,
you're not stretching it too far.
Yeah. But if the date's not over, I could be like, kids need me. Gotta go.
That's pretty awesome.
Right.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought that we would play a game.
Okay.
We're going to play a game.
We're going to play a game?
Yeah. Let's play a game called 30-second trivia.
Okay.
Or Scattergories. And this is the first time doing it. I've got a timer on my computer here. So what we're going to do is we have each come up with 3 topics or subjects we want to drill the other person on, or we want to grill them on. And me, I was intrigued because you said you were a sports fan and you love NFL and stuff like that. And
spooky.
Yeah. I remember you said that.
Football fan.
Yeah. Football fan. Football fan. All right. So anyway, we have right here, we've got questions for the other person to ask, and we're going to give 30 seconds and see if we can do this.
Who goes first?
And you guys can play along. You draw one first.
Ooh, okay.
And then whatever you draw, that's what we do.
I want this one.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so what we're going to do, hold on a minute. All right, see this timer right here?
Yep.
When you're ready to go.
I'll ask the question first, then I'll start the timer. Okay?
All right. You got it on the timer?
Yeah. You
All
ready?
Right. I'm nervous. It's like when you're good at like Family Feud or like Wheel of Fortune at home.
At home, but then
you're
you're
like,
actually
okay,
there.
and go. Like,
right, and then you're on the spot, and then you're like, oh.
All
right, ready?
Let's give it a shot. You guys can play at home with this one, and you're going to throw stuff at the screen when you see how dumb I am. All right.
Name 10 Big Ten teams in 30 seconds. Go.
Oh, God. Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, Ohio State, Illinois, Indiana, Penn State, Rutgers.
2 more.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with you, Jeff? Why can't I get them? There are 12. This is ridiculous.
Come on. You just need 2 more.
Oh, my God. Northwestern.
Time's up. You were so close.
Oh, my God.
You were so close.
I am a failure. Oh, that
so close.
hurts. That was a good one.
All right, I'm going to put my shades on. Poker face.
Do you know, read a bit the poker face.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh, my God, I'm scared.
All right, Christina with the Yoko Ono glasses.
Poker face.
All right. You've got 30 seconds to name 10 animated movies.
Animated?
Yeah, like cartoon movies.
Okay.
Or it could be
Okay.
Pixar or Disney. Ready,
Okay.
set, go.
Cars 1, Cars 2, Cars 3. Does that count?
Keep going.
Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Despicable Me.
15 seconds. You're on pace.
Oh my gosh, this is harder than
Animated, anything.
Movies?
Yeah.
Secret Life of Pets. Oh my gosh, this is hard.
I know.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Snow White.
Yeah. Oh, you're out.
This is hard.
Yeah. And you only missed it by...
Was I supposed to name 10?
Yeah, you missed it by 2. But there would have been 10,000 other choices you could have picked. But
No, literally.
Yeah. I know. You're going to be so mad at yourself when you watch this back. You're like, I could have named anything.
No, I'm
now.
already mad at myself.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Wait. Here, you do one for me.
Okay.
You do one
All
for me.
right.
That was a good one. I like the Big Ten one. I'm disappointed. I'm so mad at myself.
All right. Ready?
I guess.
Name 10 characters from the Star Wars movies in 30 seconds.
Hello. BB-8, R2-D2, C-3PO, Wicket, Darth Vader, the Emperor, Luke, Jabba the Hutt, Han Solo, Padme Amidala,
You got it.
Greedo,
Keep
Boss.
going by all means.
IG-88. Yeah, I know. There are so many more.
Wow.
I can't believe it. Star Wars is my favorite series of all time. I'm obsessed. I worship it. It's the best.
You're like my mom. That's the only thing I could never get into is Star Wars and Star Trek. Harry Potter, love it. The Hobbit, love it. Lord of the Rings, love it.
Oh, see,
all
that's
that
really cool.
fantasy stuff, love it. Except Star Wars. I just can't.
Well, I feel good that I got those.
Yeah.
I got nervous. I was like, if you miss this, your whole family will
Shades back
shame
on.
you. Oh, you're going to go with the shades.
Yep.
All right. All right. You have 30 seconds to name 10 shows that you can binge watch.
Okay.
Go.
Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Z, that is included in that. Vampire Diaries, the originals. Oh my gosh.
Anything you've binged in a long
time. Grey's Anatomy.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Any show. Name anything.
One Piece. Death Note. Oh my gosh.
You're almost out of time.
Oh my gosh. Sword Art Online. Yeah.
Oh.
This is hard.
Yeah, I know. When you're on the spot, it is. Yeah. Like, duh. All right. Do you want to go next or do you want me?
I got to go next.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Flip it around.
All right.
All right. Jeff, you're on the hot seat.
Okay.
Who wants to be a 30-second millionaire?
Ready?
I'm scared.
You have to name 10 80s bands in 30 seconds.
Oh, God.
Go.
Bon Jovi, Duran Duran, Ready for the World, Poison, Winger, Rat, Warrant, the Bangles.
Ooh.
It's a band. Journey and oh my God! If I get this,
you're out of time. You are so close.
What's wrong with me? There are 10 million of those.
Literally.
This is ridiculous. That's what my wife says. She goes, "That's ridiculous."
Did Guns N' Roses come out in the 80s?
Yeah,
Or
late
the 70s?
Late 80s.
Okay.
I think 88, 89.
Were they
Probably.
really?
Yeah, that's when Appetite for Destruction first came out.
Wow.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games.
Take me down to the Paradise City.
Where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. I want you, please take me home.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Next question.
All right. Here's the big one here. We're putting you on the spot. You're going to get this one here. Miss, I love the Steelers. Gave you one.
Oh, God.
30 seconds to name 15 NFL teams.
How many seconds?
30 seconds. Did I say 15?
15?
Yeah, one every 2 seconds. So
Okay.
take a deep breath.
Okay.
Give you a couple seconds. Ready?
All right.
And everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Go.
Steelers, Browns, Lions, Giants, Cardinals, Jets, Chargers, Dolphins, Panthers, Saints.
Yep. 5 more.
Texans.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Redskins.
Yep. We'll accept
Titans.
that. Yep. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, so close. How off was I? Like 3?
I think you needed 2.
Ah!
But I felt like the other one was on the tip of your tongue.
Patriots. Blech.
Yeah.
Sorry to any of you Patriots fans.
Yeah, now we just lost all the Patriot subscribers.
Right. Sorry. Just not a fan.
Well, that's okay.
There was the Patriots. There was the 49ers. Are they still a team? Yeah, they are. Redskins aren't a team.
I know.
Changed their name.
That's what I was like.
So technically that was...
I was like, judges will accept that.
Yeah.
We would have taken that one.
What else? I'm missing.
Oh, well, there's so many more. You could have named the Ravens. You could have named...
Ravens.
The Bills. Did you name the Bills?
No.
There's the Raiders.
Who
The
am I
Broncos. The Chiefs.
thinking? Dang.
Jaguars. Did you name the Colts? I don't think you named the Colts.
No. Nobody
I mean,
really knows
I'm
the
forgetting
Colts.
exactly which ones you named, but I mean, they're 32. So, I mean, I guess the point of this game is it's so easy until you're on the hot seat.
I didn't even get one.
Yeah. I'm going to bring my brother-in-law, John, in sometime. He's an 80s music buff, and we're going to see how many he can get. We'll give him, like, the intro, like the 5-second intro of songs and see if he can get, I bet you anything he can name 20 in 60 seconds or 30 in 60 seconds. This dude's good.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll put some of you guys against him, too, to see who can do it better.
That'd be baller.
That would be really baller.
Really baller. Finger guns.
I know. That's what you go with.
You know what I've been really into lately?
What's that?
So you know how I am really into video games.
Yeah.
So the new Grand Theft Auto came out last year?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been really into watching people play games.
So you watch people play?
Yeah, it's called streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I've
have
been
favorites?
really into that.
Do you have favorites?
Yeah, I do.
So what do? You watch it and then you play it afterward? Do you pick up tips or you just like to watch them?
I just like to watch it. It's strictly just like a role-playing game, you know?
Well, I've played before, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
I've burned some
interesting
cars.
because there's so much you could do in it. You're like a different person. It takes you to a different world. You know what you need to watch? Speaking of that, you need to watch... will you be down to watch anime?
I don't know.
It'll be in English.
My daughter watches The Last Airbender.
That's borderline anime.
Okay.
Very good show. Speaking of that as well, we just got a new puppy, and we named him Sokka.
Sokka?
That's the brother's name in Avatar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, we did. It was either going to be Iroh, which is the uncle, or it was going to be Sokka. I was like, I like Sokka. That's a cute name.
Yeah, Sokka.
Sokka.
That's unusual.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I might have you watch Sword Art Online. I feel like you would like it.
I would watch something. I wanted to do that. I wanted to challenge you to watch something, or we could both say, hey, let's go with our families and watch something in the next week or so, and then we'll talk about it. Like, I just saw A Quiet Place 2 in the theater.
How was that?
It was fantastic.
Was it really?
Oh, my God. It started off with a
Interesting.
bang, and it was great. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was really good.
Didn't they just come out with a new Conjuring movie, too?
Yeah. Was it The Devil Made Me Do It? Was that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Did you watch that?
No, I don't normally like scary movies.
I love scary movies.
I know. I heard you say that before, and I was like, I don't know if I have anything to like really throw in there.
Yeah, love scary
I've watched.
movies.
I watched Silence of the Lambs. That's my favorite movie of all time.
That is creepy.
Yeah, I know it's creepy. I want you to watch it all the way
It's
through.
not really scary though. Like me, I don't like scary like serial killers and stuff. I like scary like paranormal, like stuff you can't see or touch or like.
Oh, like Paranormal Activity?
Like crazy stuff. Well, yeah.
Like The Grudge?
Or like Sinister. That's a solid movie.
Oh, look at you.
Or Insidious.
I like movies about serial killer type things, but I like the Friday the 13th ones, but the one that terrified me the most was not Friday the 13th. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Jessica Biel was in it. It was the first time it got remade, and it was
I can't
terrifying.
get into those movies.
I saw that.
It does nothing for me.
I saw that in the middle of the day.
I'm just too realistic about it. Like, if you're getting killed by somebody, like, do something. You know?
Well, they did something.
Instincts
they
kick
got
in.
killed. Well, her instincts kicked in.
But like with
Everyone
a
else's
demon, like what are you going to fight against a demon? You can't do anything.
Don't you have like holy water or something?
You have a better chance of making it out of if you're being chased by a human than a demon.
But humans are always dumb in that, so I don't know if you do, because...
What do you mean they're dumb?
I'll tell you exactly why. They got a group of 4 teenagers or 20-something, and they're all like, here's our van, and they're so-and-so. They're like, oh my gosh, I heard something. Let's go into that house.
Normally that's serial killer vibes, though.
I know, like, why are you going into the house? So they're like, oh, I know. There's a commercial out there, like, there's a serial killer. He starts up his chainsaw. They're like, oh, let's go into the garage with all these sharp tools.
Right.
And the guy's like,
oh, so frustrating.
And the serial killer's looking at him like, this is way too easy. Like,
right? Like, y'all are literally making this so easy for me.
Yeah, and when the killer's downstairs, you like hear things and you see him and you get away and you're like, oh, I know, I'll run upstairs. Because how many exits are upstairs? You always go down like to the main level and just get out that way. You don't go
front door.
People are stupid.
Literally.
I don't know.
Some of these movies, I'm just like, that's why I like the paranormal stuff, because like it's stuff that you can't control. That's like deep dark stuff. Like I like the dark.
Aren't you terrified that you can't get out of it though? Like you got a demon after you. Like there's no hope, right? I mean, until the end of the movie, but I mean, there's no hope.
Unless you got a priest and some holy water and like some sage, and you know, you just. Oh. Even then.
I've got a smudge stick at home.
What's a smudge stick?
It's like sage that you wrap together.
Oh, it's like an actual thing.
Yeah, and you can burn it, and then you go like this.
Nice.
And you can clear out some portals that could go to bad different worlds.
You know, mirrors against mirrors. So say there was a mirror on this wall and a mirror on this wall. It's technically a portal. Mirrors that are facing each other.
Really?
So if you have any mirrors in your house that are facing each other. Say you have a mirror in your bathroom, and your bathroom leads out to your bedroom.
Right.
So say... this is the bathroom over here, right? your mirror is against that wall, and it sees out into your room. And say you have a mirror on the wall over here, and they're facing each other, and the mirrors can see each other. Portal. Spooky stuff.
It's freaking me out.
It is.
What if you're somebody that likes to look at you like to look at your outfit that you have on or something, like it's try-on day, and you got a mirror here and a mirror here because you want to see how you look from behind, you want to see how you look from the front. Portal.
Literally.
What would happen?
What's that haunted hotel? Is it the Biltmore?
Is the Biltmore haunted? I mean, it could be. It's beautiful, but that could be haunted.
I think it's a different Biltmore. It might be that Biltmore.
That's a big one.
But yeah, it's got a bunch of portals in it. Weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm super into that stuff.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back for our last segment.
Woo!
And we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And we're back.
Remember, Last Fit Auto Lighting for all of your LED light needs and all-weather floor mats. Go to the description section, ToyotaJeff. We're back again. So I got something interesting. What kind of YouTube do you watch? Like, I assume you only watch ToyotaJeff and Fred Anderson Toyota YouTube channels.
No, I watch when it comes to podcasts. I watch a bunch of different podcasts. I used to watch Frenemies.
Yeah, Frenemies is over.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I watched the Joe Rogan podcast.
That was a bleep show. That went off the rails quick. Frenemies.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah. And now they're warring and feuding and
so this whole thing, and I'm just like, geez.
and they're still, even though they're explaining the breakup, they're getting millions of views just with the explanation of how they broke up. Yeah, Ethan's
rolling
a good dude.
in dough.
Ethan's a great dude. I'm on Team Ethan there.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I watch Your Mom's House podcast, which is Tom Segura, who made fun of me on his podcast because I was a little too excitable talking about remote engine start.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But his wife's on there, and so they just talk about all sorts of funny things.
I might have to look into that.
It's really popular. When I was on that, I'll bet I had at least 5 different people from different states and different areas in my work. They said, oh my God, they just talked about you on, you'll never believe this, on Your Mom's House podcast. So episode 580, I think it's about 1 minute and 20 seconds in, they start ripping me to shreds, and they're making fun of me, like how excitable I am about this remote engine start. And then he goes, just think, somebody may have actually married this guy.
Shout out to Holly.
Holly, you're the best.
Literally.
Somebody may have actually married me. Yeah, so what else do you watch?
Another podcast I like to watch is Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy? What's it about?
Yeah. It's more of like a girly podcast per se. Literally just...
I would probably love it then.
You actually might.
Oh, no. My viewing habits, like I watch The Bachelorette, and I watch my wife's Lifetime shows, and
I used
HGTV
to watch
and stuff
David
like that.
Dobrik a lot.
What's David Dobrik do?
Vlogs.
Oh.
He does like 4-minute vlogs.
Oh, that's
cool. Of like
cool.
just crazy stuff that they do.
Well, I got a short attention span. I might like that.
It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
What else do I watch? I watch Bailey Sarian. She is a girl that does her makeup while telling murder mysteries. It's really cool.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's like when you twist 2 different genres together and somehow it becomes something.
Yeah.
It's like a peanut butter cup. Like you're putting chocolate and peanut butter together and
but it goes
works.
with her aesthetic. Like she's very like tatted
Is she
up
like goth and stuff?
Dark hair, kind of, but she's really pretty.
Yeah. Oh, that's
super pretty. Yeah. She does like phenomenal makeup.
That's cool.
What else do I watch?
I'll tell you what I watch. I like the this is the kind of video I've always wanted to do, is like pranks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I like ones where I love the ones where the guy, maybe this goes back to the insecurity about me not being able to ask girls out like in college and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I love the ones where these confident guys go up to these girls on campus and they just get their phone numbers in all these ridiculous ways, like, oh, hi, oh wow, I didn't realize we were such a match. What's your phone number? She's like, oh, come on, I've got a boyfriend. He's like, yeah, but when you break up with your boyfriend, don't you want to call me? Oh, yeah, here's my number. And
oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's amazing. This guy's name is That Was Epic. His name's Juan. He goes, my name's Juan. And He is the world's most confident, probably younger person.
Nice.
He can get any girl's phone number.
We love that.
Yeah. I like watching Angry Picnic. He does similar things like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. But I also like I like podcasts now because I'm learning how to get this one more interesting and more better. More better.
More
betterer.
Holla.
Yeah, holla. That's the way to do it. What else? I watch a lot of videos on how to grow your YouTube channel because I'm trying to grow mine as well. And so I watch a lot of people who, Catherine Manning, she's given me great tips on just how to blow up your channel.
Yeah.
So she's smart.
I watch a lot of video games too, like streamers.
Yeah.
They'll upload to YouTube as well.
You watch TikTok?
I do.
I like TikTok.
My TikTok For You page is full of like anime edits.
I see on your Instagram you always put up the anime stuff.
I do. Like when I see a really
tell people
cool...
what your Instagram is for your fans or for people who follow you.
Christina Banks Toyota.
Yep, Christina Banks Toyota on Instagram.
That is my Instagram.
But you do anime on TikTok.
I do.
I like to watch funny animals and stuff like that, or
I have a lot
like kids
of those
doing funny
too.
things, and I like dancing ones where people do those like choreographed, like wow, you can really dance.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, mine's full of like dark stuff. I mean, not like, okay, this is taking a turn.
It really did. I remember I used to watch the show Riverdale with Betty. She went.
Yes, love that show.
Do you know Dark Betty?
Yes.
That reminds me when you said she went
crazy.
dark, like, yeah, well, you're like dark Christina.
I'm not crazy though.
Well, I know, but you brought up you like dark things like several times, like
not like
goes a little dark,
like real dark, but like just a little
on the edge.
Yeah,
like
I really like dark humor.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we ought to explore that. If anybody has any topics for us for future episodes, we would love to hear them. Things that you think would bring out our personalities, things that you'd want to know more about us.
Yes.
I'm sure we both got some pretty crazy things that have happened. It's hard for me to process all of them because there have been a lot.
A lot of different areas.
I'll probably phase in my stories a little at a time. Give me just a little more time.
Why did you kind of like kill that though?
Kill what?
The way you just sang. Like you hit the notes.
No, I didn't. That's chairman of the board, but that's beach music.
Oh.
I did not. I've never killed a song in my whole life. I've killed them, like so that they
slaughtered them.
I'm the worst singer ever.
Oh, me too.
As a matter of fact,
but I will sing my heart out, and I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm part of the Toyota RAV4 club, which sounds kind of like nerdy. But anyway, I am. That's what I do. So anyway, somebody wrote a post. They said, does anybody watch ToyotaJeff videos? He's so funny, and he's helped me buy my car.
Wait, where's this at?
It's called Toyota. It's on Facebook.
Oh,
the
nice.
Toyota RAV4 Club. I think it's got like 60,000 members. Somebody wrote a post about me, and then all these people are like, oh, yeah, he's so funny. Somebody wrote, he is the worst singer. No, he's the best, worst singer ever. You just got to hear it for yourself. And that's like what that person wrote, and I was like, wow, like, people wrote a post about me, like that,
right?
It's that humbling thing, like who's gonna write about me? But it was so funny reading the comments, like they were all nice. But apparently, I help people all over the
and you
the
don't
U.S.
Even know it. You would be surprised at how many calls we get in about that.
Well, it's cool.
It is cool.
So I guess that was just kind of on the subject, but kind of off the subject. So
wow.
But anyway, if you guys have any more topics that you want to know about us, let us hear them. We'd love to hear your comments. You can give us constructive criticism, but just remember, we have feelings.
I don't.
You're like 9 Inch Nails. They gave a one line that said, he goes, gray would be the color if I had a heart. Come on, tell me. Yeah.
Holla.
If I even had a heart. Yeah, I'm like, holla. And you're like, holla.
I can't even do it.
We got to do it now.
All right, you go.
I just did. Holla.
I want to do like a...
What do you want to do?
Like how you did it. How'd you do it?
Holla.
No. The deeper one.
Holla.
Yeah, but the first time you went like... I can't even do it.
I'm into holla. Holla. Holla.
I can't go very deep.
Holla.
Holla.
Yeah. Now,
that's hard.
Next for stupid human tricks. All right, everybody. You have any words of wisdom for the world?
Be kind.
I love it.
To people. Treat others how you want to be treated. The world needs more nice people.
They do need more nice people. We're out to make people happy one smile at a time. I sounded like a dentist advertising. We're making people happy one smile at a time. Jeff Teague Dentistry. I would become a dentist just so I could use something like that.
You know what that reminds me of? Was it the Rudolph movie?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
Herbie the elf wanted to be a dentist.
Yes.
Who ever heard of an elf being a dentist?
Right? Don't be that guy.
And don't make fun of my nose.
So cute. I love when they stick the little black, what is it, mud or something on it. I was like,
I know.
I had deer in my front yard last night.
Do they have a black nose or a red nose?
They were does, and they were black.
Oh, uno dos. So there were two. There were dos. Dos. Yeah. So I can speak Spanish.
Dos.
Yeah. Dos equis. I don't always see animals, but when I do, I prefer deer.
I prefer does.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
Dos equis.
Christina likes does. Get the word out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of episode 2 of Holla with Jeff and Friends. This is exciting. Cool. We will see you guys next time.